Are you ready to enter the battlefield with the latest Gundam card game? In this video, we'll break down every single blue card you need to know before launch, so you can build your perfect deck and dominate day one. Whether you're a veteran card game player or a Gundam fan just looking to dive into a new exciting game, I got you covered. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more Gundam card updates, deck strategies, and gameplay tips, and don't forget to share favorite cards in the comments down below. Alright guys, let's get into it. Today we're going to be using the actual Gundam card website that shows all the cards, the Gundam. This is an incredibly good card in my opinion. We have Repair 2, which means at the end of your turn you get to remove 2 of those damages off of him, allowing him to stay alive. In this game, damage is permanent, so being able to remove that on its own for free is pretty good. And of course, during your turn, all of your units that you have in play gain 1 attack power, so allowing you to push for even more damage on your opponent's defenders. Pretty good there. And of course, here we have the amazing looking alt art. I love how the alt arts look in this game, guys, so I definitely need to pick up a couple of these. I usually like both arts, look really good, so I might rock two of each, in my personal opinion. That's how I would do it. Here we have MA form. When paired with a white base team pilot, you get to draw 1. So of course it has the Amuro Ray for the link, but if you pair with anyone else, you get that extra ability. Being able to draw cards in this game is pretty good. However, this is on level 5. Not really sure if that's going to be good at a level 5 card, but being able to just get cards in your hand on a body is pretty decent, so you may consider this card. And this one I actually love. I love the artwork. It's the GM on turn 2, only costs 1, so you can drop 2 of these on turn 2. Pretty nice basic stats here. It does nothing and doesn't have any link abilities. I think this is going to be obviously a staple in our earlier decks here. And here we have Amuro Ray, the man himself. When paired, choose 1 enemy unit with 5 or less HP and suspended or rested in this game. And in this game, if the card is rested, you are able to attack into it. So you pretty much are just setting any of your opponents up to be attack targets. Resting in this game is pretty important. Also, they are unable to block when they're rested, so you can go ahead and go straight for their base. Here we have a command card called Thoroughly Damaged. All right, so it says choose 1 rested enemy and deal 1 damage to it. And it can also turn into a pilot, so it's a white base team pilot as well. So you can go ahead, of course, and put that with that 1 Gundam draw card, or you can just simply ping someone for 1 damage. I didn't think blue would have such a burn spell, but here we are. And that's pretty good. And we have another command card, High's Resolve. Choose 1 friendly unit. It recovers 3. Recovering 3 is pretty strong. And he's also another white base team member here. I love these command cards that also are pilots. Kind of opposite sets of the other one. We have +1 attack here and no extra added defense here. Of course, it doesn't really do too much if your friendly unit is already fully healed. You can say it doesn't do anything until you wait, and it really depends on like who is still alive and who you're playing this with, because your gems of course only have 2 health. This is probably gonna be best used, of course, to constantly keep that Gundam in play, you know. All right, and going over the white base again here, it has a lot of stats, but essentially when it's in play, you pay 2, you can deploy a Gundam. And of course, if you already have that unit, you deploy the next one in line here. So in this case, it will be the Guncannon, and then lastly the Guntank. That's pretty cool. So it's like send out the Gundam. It's kind of really thematic. I like how this card is. I really like how this card is. I wonder if there's an alt art for this specific card, but that card looks really good, even still. I like how Gundam is doing this. The card is already kind of essentially fully arted, but it's just opaque through the blocks here. There's no really massive white sections like this. For example, the Guncannon, you can see through its text box. This art is essentially fully arted. Even around the border, it's still just kind of opaque. We have the Guncannon at Repair 1. So similar to the Gundam here, when paired, choose 1 enemy unit with 2 or less HP and rested. It comes with its own resting ability built within. So of course, if you throw an Amuro Ray on here, you're gonna be able to rest essentially 2 units, which is kind of insane. I think this card is definitely gonna be one of the earlier staples. Really super strong. I'm telling you, that repair ability, don't sleep on it, guys. Look at this alt art. It looks incredible. He's like, yo, you want some of this? Looking at these cards online, guys, it just doesn't do it justice. But like when you see the type of styling that they're going to be putting on it with all the holographic and the texture is going to be on it, this card is probably going to look incredible in person. I can't wait to see one. My boy, the Unicorn Gundam, Unicorn mode, can't see me mode. During pair, when destroyed, if this is a linked unit, return its paired pilot to its owner's hand, then discard it. Being able to bring your pilot back to your hand is kind of like a pseudo draw card, so you can constantly keep that card in your hand. You're not like getting 2 for 1 once your unit is destroyed. Please have an alt art. Oh, no alt art for the Unicorn Gundam, but we do have this amazing looking Guntank. This is almost like out of a comic book. Guntank says deploy choose one rested enemy unit and deal 1 damage to it. I like that. As soon as it comes at the gate, bop, bop, deals a damage to something. And then, of course, if it's already rested, you can attack into it for an extra 1 damage. Now, the Guntank doesn't have a lot of... It's weird how the Guntank is just straight guns, but doesn't deal a lot of damage compared to the Guncannon. Here we go. 1, 2. Not too bad. Only 1 cost. I think this is one of the better turn 2 level 1 plays. The G Fighter. Now, we are going super classic here, guys. G Fighter says deploy, choose one of your white base team units. It gains high maneuverability during its turn. It means this unit cannot be blocked. High maneuver is super cool there. There's not many blockers in the game as of right now. It's only really contained in 1 color, but I'm pretty sure as the game progresses, high maneuver is going to be really good, getting past essentially every color may get blocker if it goes the way that Bandai has been doing it in the past here. But just being able to get past those blockers are pretty good right to the base. And we have the Loto coming from the Unicorn series here. Just strength, essentially the GM version is a 2/2 Earth Federation. I think it costs 1 more than our GM does, but it's fine. And of course, we have another Gundam here. Now in this game, yes, you're going to see many variations. You're probably going to see 30, 40 different types of Gundams being released. This is kind of how Bandai does it. Go by the card number here. So this is a cost 2, 3, 4. Really good stats, low cost, but you can't play it until turn 4. And we have the ball. This is probably a staple in every deck that's going to be out in the beginning of the game here. Cost 1, turn 1. So getting something out there. And when you attack, choose one of your unit, it recovers 1. So it's like repairing as well. So just being able to get out there and just even put a damage on something and take a damage off of something is really good. Oh, we have a Jegan with some amazing art here. When you have 2 or more Earth Federation units in play, this card in your hand costs -1. So it only costs just 1 to play. I really do like that. So being able to have a wider board. I do like how even in this beta set, the cards are starting to already refer to it like it's trait lines. Usually don't see things like that until later on when things get a little bit more tribal. This might actually be probably one of the only tribal cards in the game so far, but being able to refer to its actual tribe and saying, hey, something happens when these, you know, are in play is pretty good, making this only cost 1 here. Not really sure how good this is going to be though, because it does require that. And like, do you say it be costing 2 is too much for its current stats? I would rather play something else. And this thing doesn't have any kind of linking ability to it either, but the art is amazing, right? All right, so we have the RaZEL. So we have another Earth Federation card. It is essentially the same cost as that Jegan, but it doesn't have an ability to go down to 1 cost, but you have a 4 in attack. So in my opinion, would you play this one, or would you play this one, or would you play both? This is probably for the more aggressive gameplay. This is for a little bit more mid-range, because of course he can't change his cost down. Both of the suits share the similar thing in common, that they do not have a linking ability. And here we have the man himself, Banagher Links, civilian new type. It says when paired, if this is a linked unit, draw a card. So I do like how they said it, the wording this way, that if it's a linked unit, rather than saying if it's specifically a Unicorn Gundam or anything like that, Unicorn in its name. You could have did it any other way, but as long as it's a linked unit, draw a card. So this means that this card has chance for growing in the future when other cards, of course, are able to be linked with Banagher. Look how crispy this alt art looks with the unicorn in the background. Just, oh man, just love how it looks. I definitely need to pick up this. I think I would probably run Banagher over Amuro, but that's just me. Oh, we have Riddhe Marcenas. That's awesome. I didn't know he was in the game here. So if this unit has repair, it gets +1 attack. So I do like that already. So it's like now you have to, of course, if you play this guy, you're going to be considering, I want to use every guy that has repair. And repair is already good as well, and it just gives it +1. So this could be really good. Throw him in a Gundam instead? But he is Earth Federation, doesn't grant that link there to the Gundam units. I do like how they're combining regular Gundam with Unicorn. Oh man, I'm all about blue. I'm telling you, I'm gonna play blue. And we have Intercept Orders. The alt art of this needs to be him slapping Amuro. But anyways, from the burst, it says choose one enemy unit with 5 or less HP and rest it. Now we have its main action step, of course, choose 1 to 2 enemy units with 3 or less HP and then rest them. So being able to essentially target 2 units and putting sideways to get them out of your way as blockers, or to be able to attack into them, being able to kind of control the fight is really awesome too, as well as a defensive card. So when they attack on you, you can go ahead and respond with Intercept Orders and reducing the amount of attacks they can do to you. So this card is just, this is an absolute staple. This needs this one right here needs an alt art. and we have a Show of Resolve. This card is super strong. Just for the cost of 3, being able to draw 2 cards in this game is pretty good. That is a badass alt art. Like she had the Zeon, but in behind she's has her like civilian clothes in the mirror. That's really good, and this card looks amazing in person. So here we have the last card of the blue cards here. It is side 7, only costs 1. You can play this immediately. It has 4 health on it, and it has the same burst and deployability as all the other bases currently have right now, but it says on your main step, rest this base to choose 1 filling unit. It recovers 1 HP. So just being able to just give 1 life back right now is pretty awesome. Alright guys, and that's it for all the blue cards here. Again, be sure to like and subscribe to the video for more Gundam content. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are going to be interested in me actually showing some gameplay of this game when it comes out. It is a physical card game, it's not online. I know this is not a TCG player channel, but of course I love Gundam. This is Gundam, this is gaming, so we definitely got to get into it. Alright guys, and be sure to check out our next video when we cover all of the green cards, and of course check out our next video when we cover all of the white cards as well. I know life can be hard out there guys, but keep your head up, keep moving forward, and most importantly, let nothing stop you. Peace out guys.